Yolanda and Cornelia Show, a Christian perspective on hot topics surrounding our community with emphasis on personal and leadership development. This show is inspiring, informative, and entertaining. You never want to miss it. Now let's see what everyone is yakking about. The Yolanda and Cornelia Show. You may contact us through our website, www.trifoldoutreach.com, or by phone, 800-664-1793.
Hello, and welcome to the Yak, the Yolanda and Cornelia Show, and we're very happy to be back in the studio with you today. How are you doing, Pastor Cornelius Hill? Okay, how you doing, Pastor Stephen Glenn? Okay, well, I think one of our co-hosts is kind of in tears about, you want to tell them? The person that he wanted to win the Democratic nomination, looks like that's not going to happen. Do you want to talk more about that, sir?
I need to just recover from last Tuesday's debacle. I just knew Sanders had it wrapped up. I did. I knew it. I didn't see Biden really beating him. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I did.
Well, I voted for Sanders too, but let me say, let not your heart be troubled.
Oh, believe in God. Believe also in me. In the White House.
Amen, because we still have a chance. Amen.
To do what? What's the chance?
We have a chance through our former vice president.
To do what?
To win.
To win
against
what?
Trump.
What are we winning?
What do you think we winning, sir?
Win what?
What do you think we're winning?
Win a pick five? What are we going What are we going to win? I'm surreal.
We still have a chance. The Democrats still have a chance.
In 88, I think Jesse said keep hope alive.
So keep it alive.
It's 2020.
Keep it alive.
Hope deferred makes the heart sick. Ain't that the scripture?
That's it.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just like, I'm in
Biden
awe.
still has a chance.
To do what?
To win.
He has a chance to run.
You don't think he's gonna win?
No. Without a shadow of a doubt. What do you think, Pastor?
It's more easier for a camel
to go through
the eye of a needle
than for Joe Biden. I mean, I love Joe Biden through Barack Obama more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this question, Glenn. Why come Barack hadn't come out and supported Joe Biden? I mean, real talk.
Biden spoke to that. The question was asked of him, and he said no, he shouldn't. And I think he made a valid point, because if Barack did, then people would say he got in because of Barack. And he needs to be able to show, hey, he can win. He's a man who can stand by his own and help lead our country.
He stands by
without necessarily right now getting the support of President or former President or President Obama emeritus is what I'm going to say. So, I think he made a valid point on that.
All right.
Well, I said what I had to say about Joe Biden winning. And I didn't finish my statement because he can't.
What is up with that? I have a concern, seriously. What is going on with some of the cognitive am I perceiving it incorrectly? The cognitive process, what is happening with the delays in his speech? And I'm not a medical licensed practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
Thus and therefore.
Well, I prefer not to give my comments on that right now.
Because the children of Israel has already been delivered.
I prefer not to say right now.
What's that?
Children of Israel already delivered. Moses, the only person I know who can go and couldn't finish his speech, and God spoke for him.
Well, we worried about someone's speech, and I know we kind of talked and laughed the other day, although it's really not a laughing matter, you know. I think I can handle the speech versus your mind and how messed up another person's mind is who's in office. And then the words that come out of their mouth to hurt people. So anyway, moving right along. For those who are tuning in, this is our Fun Day Friday segment. And I know oftentimes we're kidding and joking, but we know last Tuesday, Nashville, Tennessee experienced a tornado or several tornadoes. At first they was just saying one, and then it went from a E2 to a E3 to a E1 on some stuff, a E0 on something else, and then I think they've said maybe 10 different tornadoes. So I really don't know. I can't tell you all of that, but a tornado came through, and I think it went at least 60 miles, destroying a whole lot of places in Tennessee. And so we know that Pastor Hill and the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, they have been one of the, drop-off spots, emergency relief places in North Nashville to help assist. Do you want to talk more about that, Pastor Hill?
Now, I heard it was more than one, actually.
Yeah,
even
I heard
in
it was
Nashville.
like 10.
In Nashville.
When I left Lebanon today, I was up in Lebanon, so driving back, right where Lowe's is, in between Lowe's and the funeral home, you can see the path of the destruction from there. Driving back on 40, going back towards Nashville, the destruction, it rolled all the way down the side, the interstate of 40, going back towards Nashville. And then as you can see behind Nike, behind Armour, the warehouse that was behind them on 40 were twisted. As if though someone just took a Coca-Cola can and just twisted it up. And then as you follow along the side, it looked like it just kept jumping back and forth. So that leads me to believe that there was multiple storms. And then as you're driving down 40, if you cut back and get on Briley Parkway going towards Arperland, you'll see the path where it bounces and jumps across the interstate and takes. So yeah, I do believe there was more than one. More than one storm.
Yeah,
but the damage is devastating.
It is. I can remember, and I know I had text both of y'all to make sure y'all were okay. But I can remember that siren went off. I woke up. I was downstairs, and I could just hear the fear of the guy telling the news, and he was right in the middle of it. And just as soon as it said it was coming to our area, it was coming. It was so much hail, the winds. I was screaming for my daughter to come downstairs so we can take shelter. Okay, you just scared me. Pastor Hill, you just scared me. So, and I was praying and pleading the blood of Jesus, and I thank God that He spared our lives, but we know that there were others who passed. Was it 23 or 24 individuals that passed away. And so we know so many people have lost their homes and have lost their businesses. I don't have the latest statistics, but I think it was around 600 houses. And maybe, I forgot the amount of businesses. But Nashville is having to rebuild. And it's going to take a lot. I know that you have been out there, Pastor Glenn. I know you was helping to distribute water and other stuff and helping with the debris. Let's just talk about the debris.
It is so much debris all over the place. But the only thing that really scares me is now that all of the debris that's all over the place and all the issues in these homes that need to get fixed, we're going to have a whole lot of bootleg individuals going to try to come up off of other people's tragedies. All the debris. You got people come out saying, "Hey, look, if you pay me this, I will clean the debris up in your neighborhood. I will clean the debris up in your city. In your neighborhood. And then once you pay them, they go in the house and then they leave." Mm-hmm. Not only that, but you had like other churches. There was a lot of churches in Nashville that were without power this past Sunday, and then you had other churches saying, "Hey, yes, you can come to me. You can come to our church, use our facility for a fee." I mean, to me, that's trying to come up off of someone's, tragedy, and I think that was just kind of bad. So you got to be careful of some of the things that's going to take place, during this storm. There's a lot of people who are without, power, without food, without clothes, without transportation. But you got people who are not affected.
He needs to stop.
People who are not affected, who are coming to the shelters and coming to these disaster relief places, getting the food, getting the clothes.
You need to stop hollering because you're scaring me, really.
I mean,
you're scaring me.
Take me back.
Hollering.
Take me back. Take me back to that place.
See, and Yak, you wasn't you was asleep. You was asleep.
Take me back to that. Take me back to that night where the roar. What was it like? Let's go back.
I already talked about that, sir.
We hadn't talked about it on the show.
Yeah, I just talked about it. You've been in and out. So all that noise you hear is because Pastor Hill, he's been going in and out, and he's still assisting many in the community. So he's been having to go in and out. So, Pastor Hill, where do we go? Where do we go now from here? We know the devastation has happened. We're having to help individuals rebuild lives. What do we do now? I know the congregation is filled with many donations, and they're working to get with other agencies so those individuals can still be served. So now what? I know FEMA is at one of the local churches to speak to some of the individuals, I guess. And so I know you and I had talked about, I think it was another minister had made mention, and I know that there are different people that are sending out stuff to North Nashville. For those who are listening, this zip code
37208.
Okay, is an area that has been known to be the worst, I guess, in the country.
One of, I mean, real talk, one of the worst. But it was greeted with so much love and has received so much love, and it's been overwhelming.
Yes.
I want to be facetious right now, but right now, you got me out there on that limb. So from Tuesday on up until tonight, Friday, people have been coming, pouring, and even tomorrow we have some people on Saturday. We're trying to redirect them to another location where assistance is needed. So the outpouring of love, I tell you.
And people that came from all over.
They've come. They have come from all over. Like, they have come, they have assisted. One of our testimonies is the fact that a man drove from Alabama, saw it on Facebook Live, Athens, Alabama, and from Athens, Alabama, and had brought a generator because he was able to see it on Facebook. But it's time to clean up our houses. I mean, first of all, God's house. Our churches are full to capacity with paper towels, baby food, diapers, wipes, blankets, scarves, shirts.
Oh my!
I don't know if this is a church or Costco. This is Costco Baptist.
It is.
We done changed our name to Costco Sanctified Church.
Well,
because it's like
Costco's, they're running out of stuff because of the flu. So,
I hope that everybody who comes and get this stuff is gonna come to church.
Well, what's wrong with your speech, man? What's wrong?
He's eating.
What did you say?
I think that all these people who come to this church getting things, especially those who were not affected by the storm.
Well,
Yeah, if you're gonna come and lynch, at least come to church.
I I would think hopefully most of the people that are coming were affected by the storm. Although you occasionally do help people that, God bless their soul if they want to come and get something and they wasn't. But the thing is,
Hold up.
y'all don't have your Lysol yet.
When you come to church Sunday,
We will not be shaking hands.
at all,
No hymn, no long meter,
no fist bump,
no fist bump.
no shoulder bump. Don't show me love. I'm sorry.
Gonna do it.
So
Hold up.
They gotta.
There's an outburst in Franklin. Franklin got an outburst, two outbursts of Corona.
So they had on television that people are using their feet. The comedian, I don't know if you got a chance to do it. So when they greet, it's like use your feet to greet one another now.
But
That's what
the
they're
coronavirus only lasts 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
4 hours.
Right. It's,
and it don't
well,
last
I
4
don't know that it lasts. When you say 4 hours,
That's
as
on
far as you being
that's
able
on
to-
surface if it's not being clean.
Okay.
So if
I'm
you
not able to speak to that, so let me not say right. I don't
if you're
know
a
on
nasty
that.
person, the coronavirus is gonna last in your house for a while. If you are not a clean person, if you don't wash your
You're gonna have to
tail,
bleach
if you
everything.
clean. So if you're
Yeah.
used to cleaning up, the likelihood of you catching coronavirus is slim. I'm not gonna say none. Well, it's slim to none. But if you trifling, the odds you catching is gonna be high.
Well, I can't fully speak to all that except wash your hands. And you know what? I looked at a post that someone had put on Facebook because it's like, you almost want to say, do y'all not wash your hands?
You know how many times I see
You know-
people, look, I've been in the men's
I
restroom,
know, I
and
know.
they will go in the restroom, use the
You're
restroom,
right.
and
I
walk
wash
straight
their
out.
hands. And I wash their hands.
I think they need, you know how like when you go into Walmart, when you walk, there's a motion sensor that opens up the door? Mm-hmm. We should have sensors in the bathroom. Because I don't want to open the door to go in there or to come out. Somebody doesn't use the restroom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got chlamydia fingers touching all over the place.
Oh,
Now I don't want
Lord
all that old
Jesus.
foolishness.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, we know that there are many churches that were affected. Either their roofs or the whole church has been destroyed, and they're having to look for another location.
Well, I'm going to say this.
Because of the tornado.
The centurion soldier
Mm-hmm.
who came in contact with Christ,
Mm-hmm.
he said, I have a servant
Mm-hmm.
who is at home sick.
Mm-hmm.
If you would deliver, he said, take me to his house. He said, no, you can't come. No, just say a word. Well, I'm telling you now, if you think you are sick, if you have somebody in your family sick, don't come to church. We just going to send a word. We going to send a word. The spirit will travel. Prayer will travel. I don't want your bugs. Keep your bugs to yourself.
But you know what? There are so many universities, including Vanderbilt here in Nashville.
Yes.
I think I read Princeton. They're having to go to online classes now because of the virus. And so I started thinking the other day in regards to churches. There are a lot of smaller, medium congregations that
Don't have
still don't
social
have
media.
they don't have a website. They don't do social media. And so I want to encourage the pastors, the leaders, the ministers, just like I think it was in New York, the person who had gotten a virus, they went to church, and basically the church has to be under quarantine. They had to shut down the church. So, it can affect the churches just like these schools. And so you need to have something in place just in case, where you can still be able to minister to your parishioners. So I would highly suggest social media, even podcasting, what we do, that'll work. Or, some people, the 1-800 for the conference call.
Yeah, 1-800 conference call. Yeah.
But you need to have a way where you can be able to easily access and contact your members. Even if somebody said, okay, one of the members have it, and now you're getting a letter or a phone call, you're going to have to shut down the church and do a deep cleaning. How are you going to contact them? And you need to be able to have some of that stuff at your house.
You do.
So,
you do.
Yeah.
It's just all about, clean, sanitary, keep clean, wash your hands. And here's a good thing about it. A lot of people don't wash their hands, so maybe it's a spark for other people to wash their hands now. I mean, it's just...
Yeah. Well, we see that Your Highness just came back in. We just need to get a good chair for him to sit in. And so, what else do you have to tell us, Pastor Cornelius Hill?
What about the schools that have closed down because of Corona?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Which one did y'all talk about?
A couple of them.
What's a couple of them? What two did you talk about? What two did you talk about?
Vanderbilt and what else?
You said Berea.
And Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
The only sad things about me is, the elementary schools, because these kids, if the virus gets in there, they don't know.
Kids, man.
They don't know. They don't touch, high five, everybody, wiping their nose, everything, and they're going to take it to these homes, and it's going to go from there. But the movie Judge Dredd, I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, with Wesley Snipes and with Rocky Balboa, the guy who played the Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
When they greeted each other back then, they froze them in time and brought them back out. And when they spoke, they didn't shake hands no more because that was considered a violent act. So they do it. They walk up to each other and they do this. Be well. They don't touch each other. They just wave and holler, be well. And that's probably what we need to do nowadays. Walk up to somebody, don't touch me. Be well. You know what I'm saying?
I need to watch the movie.
Yeah, just be well. So, hey, it's hilarious, but, but like I told the other co-hosts, man, there's going to be a lot of trifling people going to catch this disease because they don't clean up their house. They don't wash their car. They don't wash themselves. And the virus only lasts 4 hours on surface. So, and after 4 hours, it's dead. But as long as you keep things clean, you go home, clean up, kids come in, bathe them, and keep it moving. But, it's a sad.
So,
but I'm still a firm believer. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Whether you got corona, whether you got a common cold, or whether you just ate the wrong Rice Krispie treat, it don't make no difference. When it's your time, it's your time. But it is a scare. I just want everybody to know. I don't want you to think that you can come to church. Oh, I'm covered by the blood. Yeah, you covered by the blood, but
what
you
do
also
you think about
covered
that?
by Corona.
So we want to move on from Corona to I'm single and I'm not your project.
That's because they've been drinking Corona.
I'm single and I'm not your project.
Why are you talking loud?
I'm single because you screamed and hollered all in my ear, and you did it like 3 or 4 times.
I think she's just trying to let everybody know that
I'm single.
She's single.
And I'm not your project.
What does that?
So,
what does that mean?
Let's
what
read.
does that mean?
It says,
and
I'm reading from a magazine.
We got
message.
we know you can
I'm
read.
reading from
you got a master's
magazine.
divinity.
No, I need to say where I'm reading from
read.
because this is not my article. Sir.
I know, but we know you can read.
So can I finish reading?
We know you can read.
Okay, I'm gonna go back out the door because you don't want me to talk.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I thought you wanted me to talk.
I'm gonna read for you for the next 9 months.
I am happy being single. I am happy being single. However, it seems that everyone I know, including the people at church, have made it their duty to find me a husband. They are always asking me, when am I getting married? Have I found someone? Or if they can introduce me to Mr. Right. Frankly, this is getting old and annoying. I wish people would treat single adults with the same respect they give to others. Instead of thinking we are a project they either have to pray for or to take on. I've seen many of these situations end poorly. When single adults have hurriedly married people they've been fixed up with only to find themselves miserable or divorced before too long. I would truly appreciate hearing your response to my question. Thank you in advance, Diane from Hartford, Connecticut, and I know you and I had talked about this a long time ago in regards to pastors and ministers who face the same situation where people pressure them.
If they were
into
Mr. Right, how come
marriage.
they didn't keep them? Why they got to pass them off to somebody else? Then it wasn't Mr. Right, but it wasn't too right.
Okay, Pastor Glenn. Thank you for that, Pastor Glenn.
Do you feel?
Go ahead, sir.
Do you feel pressured to get married, or did you ever feel pressured about marriage?
Only when I had sinned. Only when I had sinned, and I got pregnant, and I was not married.
Okay.
Because it would be frowned upon as a minister of the gospel having a baby and you're not married.
All right.
So, yes, during that time, however, for anyone, you still don't need to get married if that's not the person you want to be in love with for the rest of your life and be married to. So, you shouldn't get married just for that. But people do.
And they did.
Yeah, people do.
And that was culture.
Well,
Culture has
it
changed.
Still goes on.
Yeah, but now it has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You're single. Y'all, she's single.
I'm single.
She's single.
But I'm believing that God is going to send the right one soon. Amen.
What is that going to do about the show? And
Huh?
your time with the show and us?
What about it?
Will be cut significantly.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think he will embrace what I'm doing, and I think he will be fine with it.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's single. She's probably going to stay single with that attitude. Yeah. Welcome to the Yak. Have you paid any bills?
We have not paid any bills.
Okay,
Go
y'all.
ahead and pay them.
This show is brought to you by Forever Zion. ForeverZion.com. This show is brought to you by Walker's Cafe and Grill, 109 UN Drive, Sunday afternoon, 12 to 5 at Red Rhymes. This show is brought to you by Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, 1506 22nd Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. You can follow us on Facebook and at Ephesian. You can come to Bible study on Tuesday, regular Sunday morning service at 9 o'clock. Sunday school at 9:30, 11 o'clock morning worship. Thursday night prayer call. Hey, y'all. It's been great. This show is brought to you by Trifo Outreach.
Yes, you can come and visit us every second and fourth Sunday at 7 p.m. at 49 Dry Creek Road.
All right. Hey, y'all. It's been fun on this Fun Friday. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. I feel blessed and elated. And I got to get out of here because guess what? We are going to deliver some more food. We are doing what the Lord has called us to do.
Amen.
Be a beacon of light. Until next week, be blessed because we love you, but Christ loves you more.
To the Yak, the Yolanda and Cornelia Show. Please check out our website at www.trifoldoutreach.com. Yolanda and Cornelius are gifted speakers, counselors, and life coaches, and would love to speak at one of your upcoming events. You may reach them by email at trifoldoutreach@yahoo.com or by phone 1-800-664-1793. Remember to do justice, to love kindness, and walk humbly with your God.